All right, so we're here at the Gaffney home with Celtics rookie Tony Gaffney, and the story, Tony, was that growing up, you were this huge Celtics fan. It almost sounded like too good to be true now that you're like local college hero coming to play for your hometown team, and so you've invited us to your house to see if you actually have a room full of Celtics gear.
Yeah, I've had a million questions asked to me about what kind of fan I was as a kid and who I rooted for, and it's no coincidence that all the trees are green outside of my house. I actually tried to vow for the house being painted green when I was younger, but that didn't fly so well with the parents. Yeah, you guys can check it out for yourself. I got a little bit of Celtic paraphernalia up there, and I've bled green and not red my entire life.
And you didn't just plant all this stuff before we got here?
No, I didn't have to do that. You could accidentally probably go up there and find some Celtic stuff underneath the beds, and there's some stuff all over the place.
All right, let's go take a look.
Sounds good. These are actually a pair of John Havlicek sneakers. I don't know how my father got them. My father got them probably, 15 years ago. And when they were cleaning out the old garden, there was 3 pairs in John Havlicek's old locker. They're just something cool to have because he's one of the greats. I actually kind of met him for the first time ever today, doing an NBA Cares thing in, where was it? Roxbury? Inner city Boston. And so yeah, I've had those. Those mean a ton to me, obviously.
Wait, did you tell him you had his shoes?
I did not tell him that. I probably should have, but I didn't.
And my other question is, have you ever put them on?
No, I've never put them on. Actually, you know what? I might have when I was like 7 years old.
Yeah.
And just kind of like ran around in them a little bit. But yeah, these are pretty special. You won't be able to buy these anywhere. Hopefully next year, my first game as a Celtic, I'll even throw these bad boys on and see how they fare.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, no, I definitely can't do that.
Didn't you have a foot injury once?
Yeah, not a whole lot of support, but hey, if John Havlicek made them work, then I guess that's pretty special. Obviously, I got the parquet floor.
Yeah, let's talk about that. That doesn't happen by accident.
Yeah, no, when I was probably 15 or so, my father redid the room. And he kind of surprised me and my brother, because we shared this room when we were little kids. He surprised us, and we walked into it, and we knew he was redoing it, but he wouldn't let it come up here for weeks. We would sleep on the couch or in the girls' room, and we walked in for the first time. He was always hammering, and we walked in and we looked down and we saw like the parquet floor, and it was pretty cool because our whole lives we dreamt of walking on the floor of the garden where Bird played, where Parrish, McHale, Danny Ainge, all the Celtic greats played. So it was kind of similar to that. Then if you look here, I have, the picture of the big 3 back then. Obviously Parrish, Bird, and McHale on the bench during the NBA Finals. I think on the verge of closing out. And then obviously Bill Russell, one of the greatest of all time.
For a lot of professional athletes, it's like not cool to be like a big fan of your team, right? Like, I mean, they're beyond that in some way, right? Like,
yeah, and I hope to never get past that. I hope to, as long as I play for the Celtics, I hope to continue to be a diehard Celtics fan. And it's just more special that I get to wear it and play for it and work for that organization than just be a fan of it. But I think when most kids have a dream to play in the NBA, they've always had a team that they've loved, and they've always grown up loving a team and being a huge fan of it, and out in their driveway till 3 a.m, pretending that they're, Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson or Larry Bird. Because I know I did it. I used to get yelled at by my father because I would, be in the driveway with my little brother, and there were times where he was acting like he was Antoine Walker and I was Paul Pierce. So I don't even have to go back to when it was Bird, McHale, and Parrish. I just my entire life my whole family has kind of lived Celtics. I have a huge basketball family, and just, to be able to wear a Celtics uniform right now and hopefully for years to come, it's pretty unique and special.
if you were to finish this room with the ultimate piece of memorabilia, Celtics-wise, what would it be?
I would have to say NBA championship ring that says number 18 on it. I don't know if I would keep it in here. I'd probably end up putting it in a safe or something, but I think that would definitely be the topping. And we got a week or so, week and a half to do that, but that would definitely make this room priceless.